Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Diana's Talk Show. In today's episode, I want to talk about the fact that we have got to get more cringe. And I want to talk about the fact that our fear of being cringe is causing us to fumble opportunities. I want to talk about an experience I had recently where I passed up an opportunity to promote myself because I was afraid that I would come off as too much or too attention seeking. But in the end, I fumbled an opportunity, and I want to talk about what I learned from that experience and what I'm going to implement moving forward. My nose is so itchy because of allergies. Oh my God. I took allergy medicine this morning and I don't think it's working. But before I move forward with this video, I want to share two announcements that I have. So the first announcement is that I have an Indiegogo fundraiser. I made a fundraiser to help me raise funds for the post-production process of my thesis film. My nose is so itchy. As many of you know, I am a film student. I have been working on a short documentary this entire school year for my thesis project, and I'm currently editing. I'm in post-production, and I realized that I really need support. So please consider checking out my fundraiser, contributing to it, and sharing it. Any involvement would be super helpful. So yeah, I will put the link to the fundraiser down below. I also posted about it on my Instagram at Diana's Talk Show, so definitely follow me on Instagram to keep seeing updates. And my next announcement is more of a reminder, and it's a reminder to subscribe to my Substack newsletter. I send out a newsletter twice every month, and my newsletters are an in-depth update of my creative journey, but I also have a bunch of stuff there that could really help you on your creative journey or your self-growth journey. I post updates and behind the scenes stuff as well. I post like essays, creative writing, inspirational stuff, motivational stuff, tips, so I really try to make my newsletter informative and helpful. So definitely subscribe to my newsletter. I will put the link to the newsletter down below as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So recently I was given an opportunity to promote myself. Like someone else gave me a suggestion and told me, like they gave me kind of an offer, and I dismissed it because I was afraid that I would be too showy or I would come off as attention seeking. But, that wouldn't have been the case because it was a suggestion from someone else. Like someone else presented me with an opportunity and I didn't take it and I didn't receive it, So I didn't realize how badly I fumbled until after I dismissed the opportunity, because then I saw how good it could have been. It would have been so good. So I definitely beat myself up about it for days and weeks afterward. I couldn't stop thinking about it. But what I learned from this experience is that I need to be more cringe. I need to really do more. Like I'm not doing enough to even be cringe, I'm not cringe because I'm not doing anything, and, my nose is so itchy. So moving forward, I think I'm going to really receive every opportunity that I get. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to consider every opportunity, and I'm going to go through with things, even if I'm uncomfortable, even if I'm nervous about it. I think the important thing is to do things for your growth, even if they're uncomfortable. Like, even if accepting this opportunity to promote myself would seem intimidating and uncomfortable, like going through with that anyway would have been so helpful for me and my growth, So I wanted to share something that I'm going to be doing today, actually, that's going to help me promote myself. So I am going to be promoting my fundraiser at Union Square Park today. I will put a picture of my poster board on the screen, but I also made brochures. I made brochures to promote my fundraiser for my thesis film too. So yeah, I'm gonna be going to Union Square Park with my poster and handing out brochures. I really think it would be cool and helpful to get more eyes on my fundraiser, you know? So I had this idea. I literally got this idea like 2 days ago and I went full force with it. I made a poster yesterday. I made a bunch of brochures and I haven't processed that I'm going to be doing this. So I don't feel anything about it. I don't feel nervous because I haven't processed that this is what I'm actually going to be doing. I've done something similar last summer where I was selling zines in the park. I was at Washington Square Park last summer selling my zines. And so yeah, I did something similar last year. So yeah, this is exciting. I'm excited now, but you know, I'll probably get nervous. It'll probably be really awkward like when I'm there. But you know, this is an example of having this idea to promote myself and going through with it full force, full swing, because whatever happens, I'll learn something from it and I'll gain something from it, you know. I'm going to be posting about this on Instagram too. So like I said, follow my Instagram to keep getting the journey and the details, the updates. And I think the important thing is to remember what you stand for and why you're doing this. Like for me, for example, with sharing so much on social media and sharing so much online, I do feel cringe about it sometimes. Honestly, I feel self-conscious. I embarrassed. I overthink about it. But at the end of the day, what grounds me is the reason I'm doing this. The reason I'm doing this is because I genuinely believe that it can help other people and I genuinely believe in what I'm doing. So that really drives my actions. And even if accepting a certain opportunity or doing a certain thing, such as promoting my fundraiser in the park, like that can be seen as cringe and that can make me feel embarrassed. But I know what I'm doing this for. I know why I'm doing this. I believe in what I'm doing and I believe in the value that I can provide to other people and the value that my film will provide to other people, the value that my videos will provide. Like knowing me will provide, some sort of change and value and goodness, you know? So that's something that I think is worth remembering and something that I'm going to try to remind myself of moving forward. And if something you're afraid of being cringe about is your personality, or like the way you are, I think it's so cool when someone goes full force with what makes them unique. When someone really brings out their quirks, their unique humor, and their unconventionality, that is so cool to witness. And that feels so cool to embody. Like me, for example, recently I have been more authentic in the way that I communicate, like the way that I text, the way that I post online, the way that I speak, the way that I accept my unconventionality. Like, for example, sometimes I feel insecure about my body type or like my body shape. And it's easy to fall into like insecurities because maybe this is not what is considered beautiful or whatever. But I really just like appreciate, that I really appreciate my unconventionality and my weirdness, like things that might make me considered weird or out there. I try to go full swing ahead, and I'm trying to do that. Like I'm actually trying to go really with, really bring out my quirks. I think that is so cool and so beautiful. I really admire that in other people, and that's something that I want to implement for myself. Also, like what's cringe and what's considered embarrassing, what's considered uncool is arbitrary. It doesn't really have a fact. Like something that can seem cringe to someone else can seem like the coolest thing ever to someone else. So I think the important thing is also just having that authentic expression of yourself, because when you're the fullest expression of yourself, full force, you attract the people that like that, you know. People are attracted to you because they find that refreshing. Like they are looking for someone like you, you know. People are missing someone like you. They are missing what your uniqueness brings and what your uniqueness offers to the world. And if you're afraid of being cringe and you're afraid of being seen and you cover that up, it is a disservice to the world, and it is a disservice to yourself and your happiness, you know? Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you in the next video.